Previously on Dread and Breakfast.
Something is not right here.
Oh, well, this whole town is haunted. Honey Bun, Jonathan, he did tell you this place was haunted before you got here, didn't he? Your Grandpa Ernest wasn't well. He left the house on Monday saying something about going to confront the witch, and Mayor Oakley and Mr. Bankerton found his body that afternoon. The witch? I know her well, that source of endless woe. She tried to kill me last year at the festival, you know.
Wait.
Maybe the dead are doing more for this godforsaken town than the living. And maybe the living should stay out of the way of things they don't understand.
Your grandfather's mouth twitches again, and from between his lips, you see spiders. And Jonathan, you have seen the true face of the witch. You all get to the old mine.
I run and jump.
No.
Into the cage?
No.
Yeah.
You remember as Ernest the swarm, and you remember dying. Spillman's Harvest Festival is starting, and the witch is waiting for you. You all emerge from the darkened mouth of the old hoist house in front of the old mine that sits at the foot of the mountains overlooking the old town of Spillman. A town of stories, of hauntings, of a witch. As the scent of cedar shavings and the fresh-cut flesh of strawberries disperses, you are left with the last moments of Ernest Spillman, Jonathan's grandfather. Feeling thousands of spindly legs crawling across bare skin, feeling the stinging of venom as they break that skin over and over, feeling that ichor leak into your lungs, into your heart whose frantic pulsing only serves to pump the poison further and deeper. You hear Eloise laugh somewhere, faintly, and you are left with this, his final moments. And you are left with his mission. Eloise is going to do something terrible tonight. Something that Ernest doesn't understand but wants desperately to prevent. Whatever happens, you must stop the witch. Welcome back to Dread and Breakfast.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Also, I don't know if you can tell, dear listener, but I'm getting over a cold, so everyone in Spillman...
Oh, hey, me too.
Me 3.
Oh, everyone's sick in Spillman today.
Hey.
So, that's okay. We'll get through it. Also, I realized the other day that this is probably going to be the last episode in the story. And I did a lot of research about spiders that I haven't gotten to drop in yet. So every once in a while, I'm going to pepper in some spider facts throughout the episode.
Oh, great. Spider fact.
Do you want to hear a fact?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Do we have like a spider fact intro, like spider fact?
We should.
I think you just made it.
I want like a bunch of reverb on that. Spider fact.
We'll talk in post. So according to the All-American Pest Control Inc., wolf spiders are incredibly fast and have been known to cover ground as quickly as 2 feet per second.
Bad.
Ooh. I hate it.
And behind you, in the hoist house, there
Bad.
are a lot of spiders in there.
Bad.
Are they wolf?
How long can they keep that speed up for?
I will have to find out,
I don't want to. That's bad.
Well,
That's all bad.
What would you like to do, Toast? You are all kind of at the mouth of this building, having just experienced a terrifying and unsettling ghost vision.
I would like to lie down on the ground as I am wont to after experiencing a traumatic event.
Okay, you are on the floor. You are on the dirt.
And I turn to Spencer and I say, "What the fuck was that?"
And I turn to Jonathan and I say, "What the fuck was that?"
Wait, no, you're the bug person. What was that?
You think I know? I don't. I do moths. I don't do spiders. What the fuck was? I don't know.
Okay, yeah.
And I do business. You think I know about witches?
He was your grandfather.
Yeah, your blood runs through his veins. Wait,
Strike that. Reverse
his
it.
blood runs through your veins.
Yeah, and I thought they were all being just crazy talking about this witch, but apparently it's real and it's ruining our lives somehow.
Are we being followed by spiders? Like, I look back. Spencer looks back at the hoist house.
There are definitely some spiders who have crept out, and they're all still winking at you with that bioluminescent kind of blue, almost like lightning bugs, weirdly. A couple of them have started to crawl out of the holes in that corrugated metal siding of the walls. There are some that are framing the door frame of the house, and a couple who might be just making their way towards you a little bit. Very non-threateningly, of course.
I think I would reach out to Toast and to hoist him back up onto his feet and be like, we should probably keep moving.
Okay.
Seems like a good plan.
Walk and talk. Let's walk and talk.
Okay.
You can all have this conversation as you're walking back down that road back towards town, for sure.
So the witch did it, right? We're all in agreement of that? That was the witch telling the spiders to eat your grandpa? But not eat, but bite?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
They did a vampire on your old man. Your old man.
Hey, Toast, a little bit of decorum here would be helpful.
I guess they did a reverse vampire. Because instead of taking blood, they left.
They did a horrible grisly murder. How about that?
That doesn't sound as fun. That makes it sound serious.
It wasn't that fun. I mean, we all group hallucinated that, right? Weird phenomenon we're all now weirdly okay with.
Yeah, not okay with it.
Yeah, okay with is a strong word.
So either there was something really intense in the butter salad, or we've all received some information that we need to act upon.
Do you think we're hallucinating because of the butter salad?
No, that was
God, I hope not.
no.
Was that your joke?
That was my joke.
Okay. Okay. So the witch did the crime, right? Like Clue style, all right? It was the witch in the mine shack with lots of spiders, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Isn't the witch Eloise?
Yes. And she's
At the festival.
doing something. They said it's a witching year. What do you think that means?
I have no idea, but if she's at the... Let's just go fuck her up.
Okay, we can't just bust into town square and fuck up an old woman for no reason.
Why not? She killed my grandpa.
No, I get that, but
I like the way Jonathan's thinking.
Oh, no, I understand that, but if we try and tell people, yeah, all three of us had a crazy vision that she killed your grandfather, no one's gonna believe us.
Honestly, these people would eat that up.
I mean, they all believe in ghosts and spooky stuff.
I know, but I just think that she kind of has a way, I don't know, we definitely need to do something to stop her. I don't know if we need to, kill her.
But, I don't think we can go to the authorities because the mayor and the money guy found Grandpa, right?
This goes all the way to the top.
Exactly. The witch is in bed with the mayor and the money. Follow the money.
Okay. So who can we trust?
No one. We have to kill them all. Let's burn the whole town to the ground.
No.
Toast is going like full on, like, I gotta, like.
I like have him by the back of his collar as he's
I know,
like,
but I'm like.
around like a dog on a leash that wants to go across the street.
No, absolutely. But I'm just like, we can't trust any of them. We gotta get them all. Like, let's burn this whole village down.
I mean, my moms are pretty good with this kind of stuff. I mean, I thought they were crazy always talking about it, but they were at least paying attention.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't seem to think that your grandfather was telling the truth, though. They thought he had dementia. I'm not saying we shouldn't tell them, but how do you think that they'll take it?
I don't know, but we don't have a lot of other options at our disposal right now.
No, I agree. We might be able to trust Arthur, maybe.
Maybe?
And maybe Dr. Meredith.
I mean, my mom's before those two for sure.
I mean, yes. I feel like they should know how their dad died, right?
Also, they seem less crazy.
Well,
Just a touch.
Not crazy.
butter salad, though.
Hey, butter salad is delicious. It's a proud Spillman tradition going back generations.
Yeah, don't be shaming the butter salad.
So, as you are walking back to town, it's not a very far walk, and you are able to find some levity in the face of this absolute crazy situation that you find yourselves in. With every step that you take, you all have this little seed of dread that is growing heavier the closer you get back into town. As you go, I have a question for each of you, and we'll start with Toast. Toast, what are you the most afraid of?
Spiders. In this exact moment, spiders.
Please make me a pull, Toast.
What if I had said something different? What if I had said
Marshmallows.
We'll never know.
airplanes?
Fairy
I'm
dust.
terrified of airplanes.
A soft pillow.
I mean, I could opt out. The tower looks kind of.
Tower, honestly.
Yeah, I guess this is a good time to remind you, because the tower is looking a little bit sketchy near the top there. You do have two other options whenever I ask for a pull. You can refuse it, in which case you will fail in whatever you are trying to do and or incur some consequence based on the situation, or you can choose to sacrifice yourself, which is you succeed in an action, but your character is still removed from the game. I don't know that either of those are apropos right now, but maybe later.
Maybe later. I think if I go and mess up the witch, I might sacrifice myself just to wreck her shit.
Interesting.
I mean, that would guarantee a win, right? We stop the bad guy.
We'll
okay,
see.
that's good.
Oh!
I hate that.
Pull for right now.
Hate that.
Maybe pull for now.
Okay, making a pull.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, Bob.
It's not
That
good.
is not the good
Bob.
road to pull from.
I live on the edge.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Okay.
We're fine.
Spicy. So, Toast, you never quite shake the feeling of being watched. And you never shake the spiders.
What?
If you look, you can see them everywhere.
What?
That shadowed part of leaves under a tree, that's not a shadow. That's a dark abdomen and stretched out legs standing vigil as you pass. Those little patches of ivy in the undergrowth, you see move as spiders dart underneath it, matching you step for step. Every so often you see their bioluminescent twinkle, like Eloise is winking at you from somewhere unseen.
This is the worst. This is making Toast go even more burn it to the ground.
This is particularly bad because the spiders are the witch's spies, and now they're everywhere.
And they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they always were. I think we're just learning that now. I feel like they are just enmeshed in the fabric of this town.
The spiders can't read. We could just write our plan.
Oh my god, actually, Spencer, that's genius.
I know bugs. Bugs don't read.
You know bugs, and bugs don't read. Okay.
Cross-reference that with Arthur just to make sure.
Oh no, these bugs do read.
Oh, fuck.
We see the spiders. They pull out their like 8 lens, but like
And there are 8 lenses.
They look like steampunk goggles, but they're spiders.
Oh my god. Well, this isn't going to have quite the resonance as it would have 5 seconds ago. So, Spencer, what are you most afraid of?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
What am I most afraid of? I don't know if it's like a specifically tangible thing, but I am afraid of Eloise, like, hurting somebody. I've seen what she did to Arthur, and I've seen what she did to Ernest, and I fear it happening to someone else in this town, and or very specifically to Toast or to Jonathan.
Make a pull.
Okay.
What if... Spencer, what if you don't?
I do have a consequence in mind. It won't come to fruition right away.
Oh, that's
but
worse. I hate
definitely... Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, like, the... Spencer in this moment is very committed to ensuring like the safety of others, so like she would do what she can to help keep people safe. So I am going to pull.
Fair. Very fair.
Oh,
very admirable. Oh my god. Oh, Christine, are you... Oh no. Oh my god, you're shitting me.
Really?
Oh.
Season 2 starts off. Christine always dies.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good about my poll right now.
And true to form, Christine dies and Jacob feels good.
Oh no. Okay, so Spencer,
Yeah.
you are doomed,
Yeah.
which means that your character will be removed from the game. When that happens is up to my discretion, and I'm very sorry. So in the meantime, we have rebuilt the tower, and we have made 10 pulls, so it is not quite as rickety as it was before, but it is unstable to keep some of that suspense alive.
I made sure some of mine were a bit more risque.
Yeah, yours aren't great, but that's fine.
I'm here for the team.
So, Spencer,
Yes.
as you are walking back into town, you in particular feel very seen, very watched. The spiders are paying you a great deal of attention.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk, you pass by a coalwood tree, and you pass by a particularly bright spot, a bright blue spot. And on that tree, Spencer, you see a cluster of spiders that are feasting on one very unfortunate lunar moth.
Oh.
They have strangled it in silk and are crawling over each other, over the wings, all a pile of thrashing legs as they each sink in fangs. They are ferocious and they are feral.
She sees that and like turns away. It is rare for a function of the bug biome and of nature to cause this kind of reaction in Spencer. Like, it's always just been, this is nature, this is how it is. But like deep within her, she is disturbed by what she's seen, and it kind of solidifies. Whereas previously she was on the fence about like how aggressive maybe we should be in trying to like stop the witch, knowing that link and seeing how ferocious these spiders are being towards the thing that she loves and has devoted so much time to, there's something that like solidifies within her a step towards maybe where Toast's brain has been in how we should treat this.
Yeah, that's very understandable. And Jonathan, you seeing this and seeing Spencer's reaction to it, you can't help but think of your grandfather, who met largely the same fate as this moth. Same question. What in this moment fills you with the most fear?
I think that I'm next.
Oh.
This witch seems to have something against my family and my town, and I thought it was all silly stories distracting us, but it seems to be real, and she seems to be coming for me, so that's not great.
Very valid fear. Would you also please make me a pull?
And
And I swear to fucking God, if you knock it down right now, I will not be able to
Can you
recover
imagine?
emotionally. Please
It'd be pretty
don't.
cool.
It's
Pretty cool.
Like, we rebuilt it. It's a lot. The top is fine now. The side's a little sketched, but it's not that bad. Like,
there it is.
Jacob!
No.
That is not a good one. Okay, well, and just like that, we're back in the danger zone. Thank you, Jonathan.
Oh.
So as you walk, your heels kick up the little clouds of dusty pollen and shedding bark from the coalwood trees that you pass. And there seems to be more of that, like coalwood pollen falling than you remember when you left town. It's also starting to get dark abnormally fast. While it is stretching into the evening, like the sun hasn't quite set yet, but there is a gray, ominous haze that is beginning to settle over the town, and it is getting darker by the moment. And you can't help but feel like this darkness is the shadow of the witch that is constantly biting at your heels. The spiders lessen once you enter into town proper. You all know better than to think that they've gone or given up. They've merely retreated to less obvious hiding places to watch and to prepare. The mood in town is a complete shocking contrast to the dark desperation y'all felt in the woods. Everyone in town is having a fucking party. Town Square is the epicenter of it all. There is music from live bands that are playing on a small stage that's been set up like in front of City Hall, so like across from Town Square and the statue. The statue itself has been adorned with like flowers and like beads. Jonathan, you smell the distinct notes of burning coalwood tree logs. It's the sweet smell of earth made rich by wildfire. Ooh. And no doubt the town is indulging in another one of its specialties, coalwood smoked wild turkey breast on sandwiches right off the turkey leg, and probably in some sort of salad or casserole form, just like as many iterations as you can dream up. It does look like you guys missed the parade.
Oh no.
There is some strands of lost confetti along the road, but you do see along Main Street and Dorbar Road, the one that you're on, there are several booths and stands that have been set up, and I'm going to just name some of the ones of interest that may interest you.
Hell yes. I know you've come up with an insane list of names. Lay it on us.
So there are a bunch of food booths.
Yes.
Like funnel cakes, cotton candy, overly sweet lemonade, the turkey smoked thing, of course.
Elephant ears are better than funnel cakes. That is my hot take.
Ooh.
Let us continue.
I think I agree with you.
Ooh, damn. Mentally noting. There is also a little table that Mayor Oakley is sitting at.
She's in on it.
She's dressed like in a suit, looking very nice. It's like bright green because it's fun, I guess. You see her sitting at a table, scratching at her ear absent-mindedly, and she has what looks like 2 little sign-up stations and a big glass jar with like folded slips of paper in it. And one of them says drawing, and one of them says talent show. And there is also a Mountain View Hospital wellness tent. There's no one at the tent. There's just some pamphlets on a table and a little iPad set up where you can see that Dr. Meredith is Skyping in.
Oh gosh.
and FaceTiming in if anyone has any questions. She's not fucking there. Jonathan, your mom, Dorothy, is at the tent that the school has set up. Dorothy's a teacher there, and the 8th graders are going to be putting on a performance of Hamlet for the talent show later.
What?
But also, yeah.
An entire performance of Hamlet in the talent show.
For the talent show, yeah. Spillman's very ahead in the educational bracket.
Someone's gonna get stabbed through a curtain.
The 8th grade, they block out a nice 2 hours for them as part of the talent show. The talent show's an all-day ordeal.
Oh, the talent show does go all night. You're correct.
Oh my god.
Like until like 8 a.m. for sure.
Fuck.
But there's also a little fundraising booth for the school where they have set up a motherfucking dunk tank. And who's that in the dunk tank? That's right, it's fucking Arthur McGupple.
Yes!
He is sitting in there. He's loving it. He has bright pink swim trunks on. He has like a full like snorkel goggle situation on his face. He's loving it.
What is he saying? How is he heckling people to get him to dunk him in the tank?
Well, I'll tell you, Christine. He opens his mouth, he sees you, he waves, he says, and then he is splashed in the dunk tank and cannot speak for 5 minutes. So sorry. So sorry.
Curse you! Curse you!
I have given myself a ripcord.
I wait 5 minutes to talk to him.
Well, actually, while we're waiting, speaking of water, I have another spider fact for
no.
you. If you would be so interested.
Speaking of water,
Spider fact.
So according to Dr. Jerome Rovner, who's a member of the American Arachnological Society, it can take almost an hour for a spider to drown because they have such a low metabolic rate and have such a low like oxygen consumption rate. So if you flush spiders down the toilet, you are condemning them to the most terribly long, agonizing death imaginable.
good.
Sounds great.
I'm not going to give any context for this, but I kind of knew that already.
What?
Let's
Christine is
continue.
giving no context, but she also is big into spiders.
All right. I'm gonna someone write that down to ask about it later.
Wait,
'cause-
yeah, okay, hang on. Making a note. Christine, the fuck? Spider fact.
Yeah, we'll come back to that maybe in our recap breakfast episode. There is also a booth for Arnie, the Yarny guy.
Yes.
He has a collection of like little yarn dolls, like skeins, like that he set up for sale. It's very colorful. However, he looks very downtrodden because his booth isn't doing very well.
Oh.
And that is because across from Arnie, there is a booth for Eloise.
No.
And in that booth, there are lots of materials made of white sparkling thread, spider silk, that are absolutely stunning. There are blankets, there are doilies, there are these miniature tapestries that depict spiders and a couple of scenes of the town and of the mountains and of the lake. It's like imagine doing crochet work with embroidery thread. Like that is the level of detail, and her pieces are minutely and hauntingly beautiful. And Eloise is just standing there very plainly behind the booth. So that is what y'all walk into. Welcome to the Harvest Festival.
Okay.
Where's my other mother, Donna?
Yeah, I think she would probably be at the school booth with Dorothy, like helping to like sell dunk tank tickets or like helping running that. Like she's probably handing out the tennis balls to very enthusiastic townsfolk who want to give Arthur a dunk.
Okay, but so we can maybe pull her aside for a little chat.
Okay, Jonathan, yeah, you can absolutely go and talk to your moms. Spencer and Toast, are you going with him or do you want to go elsewhere?
Oh, gosh. I
would like to go elsewhere.
Okay, where are you going?
I need Spencer to commit to an action first.
Oh, okay.
All right, so which one of us is going to go talk to Eloise?
Oh, okay. I'm going to go talk to Eloise.
Okay, excellent.
I'm going to make a scene.
Perfect.
I think
It's Arthur, right?
I mean, I want to talk to Arthur, but I think he's a little indisposed. I think I might actually go with Toast to go talk to Eloise. Partially to rein him in if he gets a little too absurd, but also because, like, fuck this witch. Like,
I mean, fair enough. Okay, Jonathan, let's do you first, since I think that will be the less dramatic scene.
I don't know why that would be your thought.
So you walk up. It's a very colorful little booth. They have like little construction paper cutouts that some of the younger students have done. There's a little miniature display of some like ceramic pieces that like the high schoolers have done. And like in the back, like in like the field behind like this booth, you see like a gaggle of 8th graders dressed in Shakespearean attire, just practicing their little hearts out. Like they're so
Amazing.
excited. You see the one guy carrying around like a little styrofoam skull all like super into it. Your mom see you approach, and both of them wave very enthusiastically, and you can hear, even when you're like 20 feet away, "Hi, Johnny. Oh, we're so glad you could
How
make
you
it.
doing?
Oh my gosh, you missed the parade."
Not a lot of time. You know the witch, right?
They like look at each other a little concerned, because I think this is the first time you have ever brought that up of your own volition.
Oh, it definitely is.
Ooh.
Yeah, we sure do, honey bunch. Were you out in the woods? Like, did you get bit by something? Did you put on sunscreen? Dorothy, I told you we should have gave him sunscreen. She puts a hand up to your forehead to take your temperature.
No, I wore the sunscreen. It's just there's no time. How did they stop the witch? How do you get rid of her? How do you make her go away?
What you mean, like in the old legend?
Yeah,
Or,
that.
and they kind of look at each other again, and like Dorothy in particular, you see a flash of something. It goes beyond worry. You can tell that superimposed, she has had this exact conversation with her father before he passed.
Oh.
And so she is looking at you, and Donna kind of takes over and she says, "Well, I mean, the poem said George Spillman drowned her in the lake or something. So maybe water? I don't know." And then Dorothy kind of recovers a little bit, and she's like, that was one version. I think there was another where she was stabbed with the branch of a coalwood tree and then drowned. Honey Bunch, why are you asking?
No reason.
No big deal.
Have you seen any Coalwood swords or like big buckets of water anywhere?
The Ren Fair people. Where are the Ren Fair people?
Yeah, honestly.
Wait, what are they using for the stabbing for in Hamlet?
You know what, Jonathan? If you make me a pull right now, they will have a sword carved out of coalwood bark.
Absolutely.
Like 100%.
Oh my god.
Hell yes.
Oh, are you going for it?
Oh, absolutely. I'll
Oh
pull
my
for
God.
a sword any day.
High school English class paying off. I know what happens in Hamlet.
Jacob, I'm going to remember that. Jacob, I will remember
Holy
that.
shit. I mentioned that shit as a goof. Oh my god.
You can't joke
Damn.
about swords.
Nothing is a goof. Everything can be
Oh
turned
my
and
God.
twisted. You of all people should know this, Marissa.
Damn. Nice pull, Jacob.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you look past your mom's and you see the kid who's playing Polonius has a little coalwood dagger. Like very distinctly coalwood tree dagger.
Amazing.
Hey, Shakespeare, Mr. William, I'm gonna need that.
Willie Shakes.
Hey, Bill, get over here.
And the kids don't turn and look at you because none of them is named William Shakespeare. But
What do you mean? He's clearly dressed up as Shakespeare.
What kind of town is this?
But Donna does kind of stand up and she's like, "Honey Bench, you're scaring us. Like, what is going on? Do you need to go lie down? Is your head still hurting?"
I mean, it's not hurting. It's just the witch is real. We're taking care of it. Don't worry.
Whoa, Honey Bunch, slow down.
Amazing.
You, yeah. And Dorothy stands up as well, and she's like, I think maybe this has been a lot. I know it's been a lot. Why don't we go home and just lie down for a little bit? I can make you some more dandelion tea, or some chamomile, and they are going to try to like put an arm around you and lead you away.
Yeah, no. After we deal with the witch, that sounds nice though. She killed Grandpa, by the way. So.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think at that, your moms both just stop and just look at you. They are searching for words that do not exist for this situation and just stare. And in a very, very small voice, Dorothy says, "What?"
Yeah, we've all been hallucinating about it all day, but we were hallucinating together.
This does not make
so
it
that
better.
makes it
this
real.
does not make it better.
Yeah, she just slowly, like, almost loses her the capability to keep herself standing and kind of sinks back down in the chair, and her wife just puts an arm around her and again, like, just tries to speak, and they just stare at you incredulous, which does give you an opportunity to go tackle a kid if you want.
Oh, yes. This dagger is already mine. I've already pulled for it.
No, you pulled for its existence. To take it away from a child.
No.
It's a weak child.
The tower's relatively not that bad.
Mean.
It's fine.
She's being mean.
Okay, fair enough. Heard, acknowledged. I will give you this. If you don't care about causing a scene, you can have it with the previous pull. If you want to be at all tactful and spare your mothers whose hearts you just broken by not completely wrecking a kid, you will need to make a pull. Your choice either way.
I'll make your pull.
Okay. I'm sorry.
They've been through enough.
I guess my character loves his moms.
Oh, good. I do regret naming them both G names because I get them confused all the time in my brain, but that's okay. Oh, shoot.
It is done.
Shoot. Okay.
Okay.
That's the wobbly one. Okay, so Jacob, with that pull, I think what happens is that Donna kind of helps Dorothy regain her footing, takes her up to her feet, and she says, "Okay, I'm gonna get your mother something cool to drink, some lemonade or something, and we will talk about this. Just stay here, honey bunch, okay? Jesus." And she will take Dorothy's hand and lead her away, freeing you from parental supervision as you walk over to this 8th grader who is looking so excited to make his stage debut. And really, because you're a Spillman, you're just like, "Give me that sword," and he says, "Okay," and hands it to you, and you have a little Coldwood sword now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
With that, let's thwack over to Toast and Spencer really quick. So the two of you go over to Eloise's booth. It is across from Arnie the Arnie guys, and also like right next to Mayor Oakley's kind of sign up.
Oh, I got my eye on her as well.
Oh, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we have very much like, "What the fuck is up, Kyle?" energy as we approach her.
Pretty much.
I'm fucking here for it. Yeah, Eloise is unfazed as you approach.
Oh, she's about to get phased. You just wait.
And as you do approach,
Mm-hmm.
you are not distracted, but you have to begrudgingly appreciate the amount of artwork that has gone into her web display. And fun fact, spider fact about some webs.
Spider fact. Yeah.
Did you know that ogre-faced spiders
I'm sorry, ogre?
Ogre-faced spiders.
Like out of me swamp ogre?
Yeah. Shark spiders.
Okay, continue.
Weave a very special kind of silk with these like really...
Does it have layers?
Huh?
Like an onion?
Well, they have incredibly fine nanofibers.
So yes.
So when that silk comes into contact with like the waxy like outer layer of an insect, the nanofiber structure basically fuses to the insect on contact, which makes them a literal part of the web itself and making it inescapable.
I hate that.
Mega sticky.
Mega sticky.
Where do these spiders live?
In the swamp.
Far, far away.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That sounds like they could live close to me in the physical real
Who
space.
is to say what piecemeal spider facts I have used to create the Spillman spiders and the witch? Who is to say? So as you approach a very web-heavy booth, Eloise gives you a very broad grin. She doesn't look like her dead, drowned woman self. She is the picture of elegance as when you first met her.
Oh, I'm so glad you made it back in time for the festival. You know, Toast, if you wanted to get into the mines, you should have just asked. I know plenty of ways into those old tunnels. And you found Ernest's map, didn't you? He spent a lot of time cross-referencing all those old mining contracts. Practically laid out every old level beneath the town.
So Toast walks up,
Yeah.
and Arnie's about to have such a good day.
Oh, no.
I grab her table and I flip it.
Yeah, make me a pull.
Okay. That's, that's valid.
I'm trying to decide if I would do anything to stop you at this point.
My dude!
It's fine.
My guy!
I'm...
Fabrice.
Look,
that is so
it's-
bad again.
It's fine.
It's not. That row.
I didn't die.
That whole thing shook. Oh my fucking lord. Okay.
Well, you know what they say, the witch will have her way.
The witch will have... And right now the witch's way is a flipped table. Fuck you. Fuck this lady.
Important
Sure.
question. Which way do you flip it? Towards her or like away from her?
I can't really flip it away from her because I'm in front. Like, I'd have to go...
Okay, interesting. This is interesting.
I'm causing a scene. Arnie, your yarn work's gonna look great in a second.
Yeah, there is a crash, and maybe this helps simultaneous to Jonathan stealing a sword from a child. But the table, you flip it, and you flip it towards her, and she doesn't move.
Oh.
The table and all of her things are flying. That wood just passes right through her,
Wait, what?
and she is unaffected whatsoever.
Fuck. Do we notice this?
Oh, yes, you definitely do. You're standing right there.
Are we the only ones that notice this?
Well, people definitely look, but you're standing in front of her, so I don't know if they see it phase through her, but
God damn it.
very regally, her smile does not fade. She just takes a step forward closer to you, out from inside of the table, and she doesn't say anything, but the mayor from next to you stands up and will come over.
I push Toast to the ground, and I'm like, oh, Toast, you tripped and fell. Are you okay? Oh, my God. Did you trip over another one of those roots? Oh, they're everywhere in this town. Oh, no. Look at this mess. Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
And I give a withering stare to Eloise.
Toast is going, like, from the ground, just shouting, "Citizens arrest! Get it!"
And Mayor Oakley like scrambles over. She like has her hands up like she wants to help but can't really, and she just looks at the ground, looks at Eloise, looks at you all, and before addressing you kind of turns her back to all of you to address the many people who are staring now, and she will say to the crowd, "Oh, no worries. An accident. No harm done. No harm done. It's just a whoops. The drawing will be held soon. Everything's fine."
Yeah, spin your little lie web.
As like Mayor Oakley is addressing the crowd, I like lean in towards Eloise and I'm like, what the fuck are you up to? And I have like a stern face, but my hands by my sides are shaking.
As you get close to Eloise, you get a very pungent whiff of rain and earth, and not just earth, but the type of saturated soil that can only be found at the bottom of a lake with algae and seaweed and growth.
Ooh.
Eloise smiles.
Well, I'm only doing what I've always done, what I've always wanted. To keep things here as I like them, as they are. To keep things safe and contained. And if that requires a bit of sacrificing every now and again, so be it. Don't worry. I won't take anyone that doesn't deserve it.
And who are you to decide who deserves what? The town is called Spillman.
Ooh.
Yeah, what she said. Get him, Spencer. Go.
You do get a reaction, just a little like twitch of an eyelid. You see that you have struck a nerve.
The town might have that cretin's name, but I've been here long before the first of his blood walked these woods. People die all the time. Why not for a good cause? You know, usually I'm not so melodramatic, but after last year's hiccup, I really need to get it right this time. And I'll need more than a little blood. I'll need a lamb for the slaughter.
And at that, I think Mayor Oakley has like fully like turned back to you all, and she looks, she like goes to try to help you up, Toast, and she's like, "Are you? What happened? What happened? Are you tripped?"
I spring up to my feet. I dust myself off, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I tripped, and I flew into the table and just like tried to brace myself on it and just scattered everything. I'm so sorry." And I turn to Eloise and I go, so sorry. And I put my body between myself and the mayor, and I'm flipping her off twice in like on my side. But I'm like, I'm saying apologetic things, and I'm looking apologetic from behind me.
Incredible.
I've practiced this move many times with Spencer.
I will say, as you do that, you haven't gotten close to the mayor. Like, no one has been like within her like personal bubble to this extent as you have. And as you do, when you go to turn, you see in her ear that she has been scratching.
Oh no.
You see the tiny little leg of a spider crouched inside.
She is spider controlled. All right.
And you see it kind of scuttle back further into her ear canal and disappear a little bit.
It's spiders all the way down. Fuck this place.
And
okay, sorry, continue.
Eloise is still looking at you. Her eyes are flickering between you, Spencer, and you, Toast, and she is keeping a very stern, stoic look on her face.
I think it might be time for the drawing, don't you think?
And you see Mayor Oakley kind of like twitch a little bit, like she's heard kind of something loud, like she starts a little bit and she says, "Yes, I think it is time for that. I'll have Mr. Bankerton and some of the other volunteers clean this up for you in just a second." And she will start walking towards the stage. Jonathan, from your position by the children and by the dunk tank, you would have seen the aftermath of the situation, and you tune in as Mayor Oakley is walking away.
Yeah, I feel like I would move that way. My friends and companion are confronting the witch, and I now have a weapon.
Well, but she's not here. The table went through her. This is a hologram witch. The real witch is somewhere else.
She's dead.
I know.
Okay.
Toast is lost in the sauce right now. Toast is like, she's not really here. It's a hologram witch. We got to find the real one.
When we walked up to Eloise, did we both start smelling something?
Yes, when you got close to her, you would smell rain and that earth.
Both Toast and Spencer smelled it?
Yes, she is in effect a ghost that has been around enough to like have some sort of physicality.
Okay.
But because she is still a ghost, you do get that like scent radius around her.
Okay, yeah. So Toast might be lost in the sauce, but Spencer has figured out that this is a ghost.
So I'm busy telling Jonathan, I don't know, she's doing like a force astral projection thing. Like she's
a ghost?
Like she's a Jedi. Like she did like a force ghost here. Like she's not really here. She's like, this is like her facade, and her real her is somewhere else, and we gotta stab her.
Honestly, I think you hear her laugh. Like actually uproariously laugh at just how bonkers that is.
You saw Rise of Skywalker, right, Jonathan?
All right, so
yeah, let's get divisive about movies now for a second.
Well, I don't know, Toast. You heard what Donna said about how haunted this town is?
I did hear that.
And I'm just like still looking directly at Eloise as I say the word haunted.
So it's a ghost witch.
That's not fair.
How do you kill a ghost witch?
That's the thing.
Did it stab it with coal wood?
Are we discussing this in front of her?
Yeah, you defo are. That's you.
I think I would like push them away as
I would
as
turn
this.
no. I would turn up to Eloise. I would get right in her face, and I'd be like, "That's not fair. You can't be two spooky things at once. That's not okay. You can either be a witch or you can be a ghost, but you can't be a ghost witch. That's bullshit."
She shrugs and holds her arms open as a kind of gesture, and she says,
I never claimed to be anything but what I am, and I was not the one to call myself witch. The town gave that to me.
I don't have a response to that that's witty, but we're going to stop you, and you're bullshit. And I walk away.
when you say that, she gets very serious again, like that playfulness is gone.
For your sake, I certainly hope not.
And you are all distracted as you hear some feedback from a microphone that someone is tapping, and your attention, just by instinct, is diverted over to the stage where Mayor Oakley has taken her place. And when you all turn back, you are perhaps unsurprised to see that Eloise is gone, vanished as ghosts are wont to do, leaving the overturned table in her wake.
That's bullshit. You can't be a ghost and a witch. That's fucked up.
So your gazes return then to Mayor Oakley at her place on the stage, and you can see the moon hanging in the sky, an orb colored somewhere between rust and blood looming above her, but partially obscured by the gathering haze and clouds. She taps the microphone again. The whole festival kind of turns its eyes inward, and she says, Hello, one and all. On behalf of our town, I am so happy to welcome you to this year's Harvest Festival. It is a time for us to gather in community with one another and celebrate our home and our friends and our rich history. As many of you know, one of our most dear traditions harkens back to the earliest days of our town's history, when our founder, George Spillman, went into the woods to confront something he believed to be a great threat to the town. And you watch her pause as she scratches at her ear again momentarily. We can laugh at the idea of witches today, but we can all acknowledge the great courage that our founders had in their desire to protect the town, to protect our town from things beyond understanding. And in honor of that courage, we have our own commemorative tradition. Mr. Bankerton, if you would. And you see a gentleman who you presume to be Mr. Bankerton go up towards the stage, and he makes a detour at the statue in the center of town, that stone statue of George Spillman and that wooden walking stick that he is holding. And you watch as Mr. Bankerton removes the walking stick from the statue as she speaks. And Mayor Oakley continues, and she has with her that jar with those folded slips of paper inside. I have in here the names of our good townsfolk and our esteemed guests. I will draw one name, and the selected is to spend the night in vigil in our forest in solidarity with our founders who stood guard over the town. They will go into the woods to the Century Tree, one of our oldest landmarks, and retrieve a new branch. And Mr. Bankerton kind of holds up the old branch and brings it over to one of the food booths that has a roaring kind of bonfire, and puts the old branch on that fire where it lights up, and you all get a scent of that deeply rich, wood burn smell. In the morning, after their night watch, the selected esteemed member of our community will emerge from the woods with a new branch. A new branch that will replace the old one in our statue's grasp, signifying another year of protection, of prosperity, and of community. Without further ado, and to some applause, she reaches into the jar. And Spencer, you are doomed. When you were doomed, you said that you wanted to protect the people you care about. In this moment, what that means is that Jonathan and Toast have avoided the eye of the witch. Mayor Oakley reaches in, pulls out a slip of paper, looks down, and with a wide grin, gestures out to you. One of our guests, Spencer Sparwood. Congratulations. And there is thunderous applause. There is a deafening stillness inside of you, Spencer. You are kind of struck a little dumb because this is one bonkers tradition these town has.
And I didn't even know my name was in there. Like,
Mr. Bankerton kind of comes through the town, kind of lopes an arm around your shoulders and will escort you.
Shrug it off. I do not let him touch me.
Nevertheless, he will walk with you back and lead you back towards the stage.
As I'm walking, I look like panicked to Jonathan.
I look panicked back.
and I look at Toast, just like fear in my eyes.
I start to follow.
There is a crowd in the way. You can get up to the stage, but there is like a crowd of people who have surrounded it. And there are not like bouncers, but like volunteers who will prevent you from going back around the stage. So like to get onto the stage, the steps are around like the backside.
Mm-hmm,
so Jonathan and Toast, you get closer, you follow Spencer as far as you can, but there are a few terrifying moments where you lose sight of her as they walk her around, but then you do see her emerge with Bankerton and Oakley on the stage. And Spencer, you are kind of thrust into the spotlight as you stand between these two people. You also see that spider kind of peeking out from her ear, and you look over the crowd. Mayor Oakley is saying something about how exciting it is to have a guest of Spillman partake in this history, how wonderful it is that they are spreading this tradition to newcomers. But you can't help but look, as you're next to her, at the bowl of paper slips and the slip that's still in her hand. And you notice that all of them are blank. You were chosen, but it was not by chance. It was intentional. And as you look over the crowd, in the far back, near the edge of the wood, you see Eloise again, who is applauding with a shark-like grin.
As the mayor is blabbering on about the history of the town and the community and everything, I'm like,
from the what? You didn't listen to Ernest. He's the only one that cares about this community. He's the only one that's actually looking out for it. We're all in danger, don't you realize?
You create a bit of a stir. The, applause of, oh, isn't this fun, kind of tempers a little bit as people start giving each other looks and kind of like, what did she say? Did she say, what?
And I go to reach for the jar to like show that all of the slips are empty.
And as you do, Mayor Oakley catches your arm. And she plays it off as a very good-natured kind of half handshake, half hug in front of the crowd. But you feel she grips down hard.
I'm panicking.
And she leans down to whisper something to you, presumably to tell you to control yourself, to play nice. And in that closeness, Spencer, it happens in an instant. It happens in a breath. You feel legs
No.
move from Mayor Oakley's ear and latch onto your face. You feel it as it crawls into your ear.
My gaze darts to Toast. I want to make sure he's seeing this happening, that he knows what's happening.
Toast, make me a pull.
Oh, sorry, Bob.
If you would like to
It's
see
fine.
it, if you don't want to catch this, that is fine. But there is a lot of people in the way.
I'm gonna see it. I need to see this. I need to know what's happening to my sister.
Yeah, this is a big one. This is an important one.
You know
Just
what?
don't pull from that one road that's already so fucking
No.
bad.
See, here's the thing. It's gonna be fine.
There's so many other rows that you could pull from that are not this, because I don't know what to do if two of you. I mean, I do know what to do if two of you die, but it would be a bummer for me.
Oh my God!
Do you know what we shouldn't do? You know what we shouldn't say right before we pull?
Is to say don't do a thing because you'll do it.
No, it's to say don't worry, it's gonna be fine.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I lock eyes with my brother who's pushed his way to the first row.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in the front.
And Toast, you see it. You see the spider jump, and you see it burrow. And Spencer, you hear it. You feel it settling in, rearranging itself and nestling into the far crook of your ear. It is deafening, this sound.
Terrible.
And then you feel the bite. Quick, sharp prick. The venom, in its intended small dose, stings and sings tranquility through your pores. And you begin to hear something else. Something that you both hear physically and also mentally, but it goes beyond that. You hear this voice like it's music made from your own body. Like the sound is a harmony being plucked on your own veins. It is foreign to you, but it also feels intimately yours, devastatingly alluring, and completely irresistible. Your eyes find Eloise, and you watch her mouth the words that you hear in your soul.
Come to me.
And you know exactly where to go. Okay, yeah, I lied before. There's gonna be one more episode.
Oh, man.
This episode is sponsored by that one time in second grade when I saw an ant climb into a kid's ear on the playground.
What?
Yay!
Thank you so much for listening to Dread and Breakfast today. We want to thank Mallory Swisher-Kroll for voicing Eloise. We also want to thank Morgan Thomas Mills for creating our theme song, using some samples from music, courtesy of the American Folklife Center at the Library of Congress. And thank you to our friend Amber for creating our Season 2 artwork. Links to all of them, as well as a full list of our audio credits, content warnings, and a bunch of other random stuff, can be found in the episode description or on our website, dnbpod.com. Hey, if you're liking the show so far and you want to support us, the best way you can do that right now is by telling your friends about us. That's right, I'm not even asking for your money, just your influence. Go put my voice in your friends' ear holes. It's totally free and it helps us to grow the show. It's that easy. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for part 4. Goodbye!